Hello, everybody, and welcome back to RMU Focus. My name is Jordan Warwick, and this semester I have been one of your assistant producers, and I'm joined with my co-host,
Hannah Shiflett.
And sadly, this is the end of an era. This is our very last Focus episode of the year, but do not worry, we have a fantastic show for you all today.
That's right, Jordan. And to kick off the final episode, our very own producer, Peyton Hostettler, is sitting down with Aaron Fryer, a member of the Phi Mu Delta fraternity. He is going to give an inside look on Greek Week, and Peyton, take it away.
Well, we're in the midst of Greek Week, and I got the chance to sit down with Aaron Fryer, who's involved in Greek life here at RMU. It's great to be here with you today, Aaron.
Thank you for having me, Peyton. I appreciate it.
Of course. So let's just get right into it. What is your major and your involvement in Greek life?
So I am a junior management and marketing major, and I am a member of Phi Mu Delta. I currently serve on the E-board as the vice president of membership. I was formerly president, but I've been in it since freshman year, and one of the best decisions I've made in college.
Awesome. So what do your responsibilities look like in Greek life?
So as a member of Greek life, one of the big things that we strive here at RMU is Greek life done right. So first off, anti-hazing. Typically you find that stereotype when it comes to other schools. However, really big on just overall community between the Greek life, and you'll see that with, while Greek Week's going on, with a bunch of the fraternities and sororities mixing and mingling a lot more. In addition, something that we pride ourselves on as Greek life is community service. So you'll find a lot of our organizations are going out into the world and giving back to the community the way that we can. So those are the primary things that I feel like distincts Greek life, and of course you have the brotherhood or sisterhood aspect of it as well.
So far in your college career, how has Greek life benefited you personally?
I'd say it, first off, has allotted me a ton of leadership experience through that. So throughout the course of me being in Greek life, I've been recruitment chair, I've been brotherhood chair, president, which, it's basically, in a way, if you think of a fraternity like a small business, you can kind of run it like that. So as such, that's a great experience to say that when you put it on a resume, it comes through. And then also just a good feeling overall. So every Saturday around, at least my fraternity goes on service activities. So for instance, this weekend, I believe we are also doing one, I think it's 9 to 12. So to get out into the community and do something like that and give back for something that we're really grateful to be in this position where we're able to be in an organization like this, and B, actually be in a college like this. So with that, that's kind of what it's mean for me, and honestly, it's kind of propelled me to be a better person overall and live up to the ideals that I swore an oath to.
For sure. It sounds like a lot of responsibilities, but definitely a lot of professional development opportunities as well.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what exactly is Greek Week, and why is it important for not only fraternities, but for all of the students on campus?
Yeah. So Greek Week is essentially a week-long competition between all the fraternities and sororities on campus. So there are 7 fraternities on campus and there are 4 sororities on campus. Greek Week is an opportunity for us all to mix and mingle and also compete against each other in a bit of friendly competition. And honestly, they're just fun to watch. It gets competitive. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. But if you want a full breakdown on the stats on how everything's looking right now, I can probably do something like that. But regardless, it's just good to see, and then all culminates tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. in the UPMC Event Center, Air Band. Probably one of the most hype events, at the very least, of the spring semester, if not the school year as a whole, to go out there and support your friends that are in Greek organizations. And really, that's kind of what propels Greek life to be such a big thing here.
Awesome. So I see that you're part of Phi Mu Delta. What kind of projects or activities does PMD do on campus or in the community?
Gotcha. So one of our biggest things throughout the year is our annual Winter Beach Party, and that is a philanthropy event we hold in the fall semester, and it's essentially like a cash bash. So we typically take the rec center up on the hill, divide it into 2 sections. So there's a winter side and then there's a beach side, and we raise money through St. Jude's Children's Hospital for that. Over the course of the last 3 years, we've raised over $23,000 through that event. This past year was around $6,000. So it's really cool to see that all come together. In addition to that, some other fun things we like to run. We just held a flag football tournament not too long ago. Of course, it snowed during the flag football tournament in April, but what are you going to do about that? So it's just cool to see that. And then whenever a fraternity holds an event, other fraternities are going to go out and support them. So I'll give a shout out to, I know Kappa Delta Rho is actually doing a water palooza this Sunday on the Nicholson front lawn from 12 to 4. So that's a really cool opportunity to go and see what Greek life is about and just overall how it operates.
That's great. Definitely lots of things to get involved in for sure. So being a junior here, what has been your favorite memory from Greek life over the past couple years?
I'd say one of the biggest memories is just being around brothers. I think Air Band, my freshman year, was an insane memory. We had just finished. We were the last to go. And to just see all that work pay off on the stage is a big deal. And that's going to go for tomorrow, too, and it went for last year as well. So Air Band is a big culmination of all that. But I think just taking each moment in stride and realizing that there's a bit of brotherhood in every moment, whether it be just a chapter where we play Mafia or a basketball pickup game following chapter. It's just that feeling that I feel like I get when I'm experiencing something with the brothers that I've been with.
For sure. Real quick, I want to go back to Air Band. Can you give us a little insight or anything about your upcoming performance at Air Band?
Okay, so all the themes are revealed. Our performance is going to be a casino heist, and honestly, I don't know what more else to say. Just be there and you'll truly see what it's all about. But it's going to be a great time, and it's going to be a good time for, Greek life and just the campus as a whole to be popping out. Admission's completely free. So honestly, if you're not doing anything with your Friday night, I see no reason not to go to it.
100%. I'll definitely be there, and I hope I get to see a lot of the student body come out as well.
Yeah.
Aaron, thank you so much for sitting down with me today. It was great to speak with you and get some insights about Greek Week and Air Band. Super pumped about that. Huge thank you to Aaron. Now we're sending it right back to Hannah and Jordan.
Thank you, Peyton. We better see each and every one of you at Air Band. I promise the grand finale of Greek Week will be something that you will not want to miss.
Coming up, we've got a bunch of RMU events that you won't want to miss. So don't go anywhere here on RMU Focus.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Wacha. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? And now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Jason, let's go see your room.
How was it? Is it good?
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm going through changes now. Could spend a lifetime trying to figure it out. I'm going through changes, through all of the strangeness. I'm going through changes now.
Welcome back to RMU Focus, everybody. Let's jump right into some RMU events because we will have a ton for you.
Anticipation is filling the air as an upcoming campus-wide dance is on the way. This Saturday, Robert Morris University will be hosting its first and last prom. For one night only, RMU will transform to honor the class of 2024. The majority of graduates come from the high school graduating class of 2020, who were unable to have a senior prom due to the COVID-19 pandemic. As such, RMU has decided to hold a prom to give those graduates another chance to celebrate. Tickets and further details are available at RMU Revolution or the university's page.
Besides today, it was a hot and nice this week this past week at RMU, and Kappa Delta Rho is hosting a perfect event to help you cool off. Join them on the Nicholson Front Lawn on April 21st from noon to 4 p.m. to participate in a fun Waterpalooza extravaganza. This will be a fun event filled with water games, prizes, and much more. Again, this is a great way to spend your Sunday afternoon after a long week of warm weather.
As the spring semester is coming to an end, RMU's Campus Recreation Department is hosting an informal picnic-style event. From 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. on April 23rd at the Rec Center, students and attendees will be able to enjoy food, drinks, and games on the patio and in the gymnasium. Winners of the team-wide awards will be announced at the event. Voting for Male and Female Club Sports Scholar, Athletes of the Year, Club Coach of the Year, Club Team of the Year, and Rising Star Team Award. More details of the event are available at revolution.com.
You know, ever since we were children, we've always been told that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So why not have it twice a day? Take a break from preparing for your finals to join and celebrate Breakfast After Dark, an RMU tradition in the PNC Food Court on April 23rd from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Bring all of your friends and have some drinks with your fellow classmates before finals hits.
The Student Government Association and Design Network are hosting a charity kickball tournament. On the Nicholson Front Lawn, 4 teams will play in a 3-game tournament for the semifinals and finals on April 26th from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Registration begins the week of March 31st and will run until the day of the event. Registration will require $5 and your assigned team shirt. Teams will consist of 10 to 12 players and will be assigned randomly. However, students will be able to mark preferences for their teams upon registration. Non-perishable food donations are being asked and can be given at the registration table. Further information and plans for attendance can be found on the Revolution website.
Coming up, sadly, is our very last RMU sports predictions of the semester, and who better to give us the scoop than Colonial Sports Center's very own assistant producer, Josh Woodman. What do you have for us, Josh?
Thanks, guys. The year's winding down for the Colonials, and with just finals in just a couple weeks, RMU doesn't have too much time left in their respective seasons. Women's lacrosse took on Duquesne on Tuesday night. In the crosstown rivalry, the Colonials came up on top 14-8. Isabella Teal and Jenna Irwin combined for half of the Colonials' goals, with Teal scoring 4 and Irwin contributing with 3. Softball won their series against Northern Kentucky last weekend, and men's lacrosse beat Queens by 1 goal in what turned out to be a thriller, winning 14-13. Even though it was a slow week for RMU, it looks to pick up this weekend with a plethora of matches taking place. Starting Saturday, women's track and field will stay locally to participate in the Benson Hodge Invitational. Men's golf will partake in the Horizon League Championships on Saturday and Sunday, as well as a big game awaits men's lacrosse as they travel to Lindenwood for a match against the winless Lions. And finally, here at home, taking the place of my game to watch is softball versus Cleveland State. After coming off a tough patch against Youngstown and finding their feet against Northern Kentucky, the Colonials will have a lot to prove entering these final 3 Horizon League series, starting with the Vikings. I have 2 players to keep an eye on, one being on the mound. Pitching has been a roller coaster for the Colonials this season, and Jamie Garver has to step up if the Colonials want to find their way into a good spot heading into tournament play. But batting has been superb as of late, and Avery Winchell is leading the team. The grad student just got her team high of 4th home run this season and will look to add to that tally against good competition in Cleveland State. That's all I have for you guys. Let me send it back over to Hannah and Jordan.
Thank you so very much, Josh. Let's hope that the Colonials can end the year on a high note.
Yeah, and coming up next, we talk all things Pittsburgh, so don't go anywhere here on RMU Focus.
Heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
What are you doing in there?
What's that?
I wouldn't do that. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
prepared is your family if a hurricane shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or a blizzard? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
Let's go.
you'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes! Make a plan today.
Welcome back, everyone. If you're looking for something to do as the weather gets nicer, well, then you are in the right place. We have a bunch of events in the Burgh to talk about, so let's get right into it.
Attention, Pittsburgh. Get ready to rumble because the WWE SmackDown is crashing into the Steel City like a heavyweight champ on a sugar high tonight at 8 p.m. From body slams to mic drops, it's going to be a night jam-packed with more drama than a family Thanksgiving dinner. So grab your foam fingers, practice your best trash talk, and get ready to witness the chaos live. Just remember, in the land of the steel bridges, tonight the only bridge you'll be burning is the one between you and your favorite wrestler's entrance. Let's get ready to rumble Pittsburgh style.
Today, over at Healing Arts Community, as part of the Pittsburgh Fringe Festival, a special play is taking place starting at 9 p.m. tonight. The play in question is one inspired by Republican President Donald Trump. According to the patch, the play is set for November 7th of 2028 after President Donald Trump completes his second term in office. Questions arise regarding how the president will leave office, such as deciding to go golfing, creating guerrilla documentaries, or going rogue to stay in office. Also, what does the president want to do with developing his presidential library? The play is called I, Trump and will last under 1 hour. To purchase tickets for the play and its other dates, visit the patch and learn more about other events being hosted in Pittsburgh.
Guess who's back? Back again. The Banff Center Mountain Film Festival World Tour is back for its 21st year. It's packing more outdoor thrills than a squirrel with a jetpack. From the breathtaking mountains of Banff, Canada, to over 40 countries worldwide, get ready for the heart-pounding action and stunning scenery that'll make you feel like you've conquered Mount Everest, minus the frostbite, of course. Lace up your boots, grab your gear, and join us for an adventure-packed cinematic journey that you won't forget.
The Best of the Burgh Walking Tour starts today. The Best of the Burgh Walking Tour features a view of downtown in which you will traverse by foot with a small group and local expert guide. You get to saunter by historical landmarks, iconic buildings, the beautiful squares, and public art. Experience some of the hidden gems of the city and get introduced to the iconic Steel City. There will be free water bottles at the tour, which will last about 2 hours for 2 miles. More information can be found on pittsburgh.com.
Get ready to quack up at the Steel City Duck Derby. Adopt your racing duck for a shot at $2,000. But before the big race, enjoy the Family Duck Fest at Allegheny Commons Park with food trucks, face painting, and music. The rubber duck launch begins at 1 p.m. with 10,000 rubber ducks hitting the water. It's quacktastic fun for everyone.
Coming up, we reminiscence on the best of Focus moments and, of course, the best segment to ever grace television. So stay right here on RMU Focus.
Every day,
millions of people are connecting.
And even though we're overcoming obstacles,
watching each other's backs,
and banding together,
we should still make an effort.
To get to know each other
on a deeper level. Father,
cosplayer,
mentor,
actor.
It's time we take a step forward.
Come together
and discover
how accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
Yeah! Sam, Elmo!
Oh, hey, Julia. You ready to play band with us? I'm gonna play my clarinet.
And Elmo's gonna play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early
Screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Can I get the now bar, please? $1. Have a good one. Got it.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Let me get a now bar.
Sure. $1.
Appreciate you.
Got it.
This is unfortunately the very last episode of RMU Focus for the year, and it's coming to the end. But of course, we cannot leave without one final Bobby Moe on the street.
That's right, Jordan. Past Jaden took to the streets to ask fellow Colonials the lowest exam score they have ever gotten. I can sense your growing panic. Don't worry, Past Taylor does make an appearance. What do you have to do for us, Jaden?
Final exams are right around the corner. Today we're asking students how bad they've messed up on past exams. What is the worst final exam grade you've ever gotten and what class?
My final grade was an F, and that was for econ.
Are you a fan of econ now? How do you feel about it?
Hate it. I don't like it.
What is the worst final exam grade you've ever gotten and what class was it for?
Last semester I had calc.
Ooh, that does not sound fun.
Yeah, I think I might have got like a 50 on it. It wasn't great.
Okay, do you like calc now or do you still not a big fan of it?
I would like it if I did more work in the class, but...
Just don't do the work?
Yeah.
All right, what is the worst final exam grade you've ever gotten and what class?
Okay, the worst grade was a D, and it was in French.
French? How much French do you know now? Do you remember anything from it?
I can say my name in French.
Oh, what's your name in French?
Je m'appelle Mariah. Well, I can say my name is...
Oh, it's my name in French, not your actual name? What is the worst final exam grade you've ever gotten and what class was it for?
So for one of the comms classes, I got like a 67%. So the dude like closed the exam while I was doing it and like cut out half the answers.
Is that allowed? I don't think that's allowed to happen.
I emailed him and he's like, your grade's fine, don't worry about it. And
oh, that's not right. I am so sorry to hear that. How about you?
I think mine was an anatomy final freshman year, and I think technically I got a 69, but he curved it, so I got like an 83.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Thank you, guys. What is the worst final exam grade you've ever gotten and what class?
The worst final exam grade I've ever gotten was a F on my freshman biology class.
Do you like biology now?
No.
All right, what is the worst final exam grade you've ever gotten and what class?
It was for engineering, and the grade was like a 30, I think.
Do you like engineering? How do you feel about math?
I do not like math.
Yeah, I think it's hard. I think it's just stupid. I don't like it either. What is the worst final exam grade you've ever gotten and what class was it for?
I think it was a 6 out of 10 in marketing.
Okay, what was your grade?
Same class. I think it was like an 8 out of 10.
Okay, do you guys still enjoy marketing now? Would you take it again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take it again.
I don't know. It's not really my major, but I should have to take the class.
All right, what is the worst final exam grade you've ever gotten and what class was it for?
C in Foundation Studios.
That sounds kind of interesting. Do you enjoy that now or do you not like it?
It's more enjoyable.
What is the worst final exam grade you've ever gotten and what class?
It was probably Spanish. It was during COVID, and yeah, I just had to drop it.
How much Spanish do you know now? Like, how confident do you feel about it?
Hola.
Hola. Yeah. That's all you need. That's all you need.
I switched to ASL, so I went up to 3 levels.
What is the worst final exam grade you've ever gotten and what class was it for?
My intro to marketing class, Marketing 2000. I don't remember what my grade was, but I do know that the final took me probably 4 hours, and it was a lot for an intro to marketing class.
4 hours? That sounds like a long final. Would you ever take a final that long again if you had to?
I mean, if I have no choice, I would, but I would not like to take a class that had a final that long.
Right.
That was too much.
Yeah, thank you. All right, what is the worst final exam grade you've ever gotten and what class was it for?
I think it was a 94 in my AP Literature final in high school.
Wow, that's amazing. Do you still enjoy literature and all that?
No, I just got an A to get the A, so I don't have to take the class again.
I wish I could do that and make it seem that easy. I'm trying to get like him. But it's good then.
My worst final exam grade, I think was it was definitely in high school. It was probably like a 70, probably English. I'm not the best at writing. I'm Taylor Roberts, and this is
Jaden Barker for
RMU-TV.
You know, man, I'm just really emotional because that's the last Bobby Mo on the Street for the year. But I'm glad we got to see past Taylor back in there. But if you're wondering how you're going to survive the summer without Bobby Mo on the Street, trust me, I'm right there with you. I personally will be doing nothing all break except for rewatching old Focus episodes. Past Taylor will sadly be going into hibernation, but don't worry too much. She'll be back in the fall. Until then, past Taylor, it's been a pleasure.
Indeed it has, Jordan. You know, Shakespeare is just another slightly strange, dead white guy, but he did get some things right, particularly, partly really
Well,
in such a...
I haven't been on the show much, but when I have, one moment sticks out to me, and it was when we were doing the Pittsburgh East little trivia challenge. And the word gutchies popped up. I had no clue what it meant. I thought it was a disease that you caught from the Ohio River, but it turned out to be underwear, which I think is stupid. And also another funny thing, it was Emma's reaction to that. Emma looked very lost, and it was funny. So that's my favorite memory.
Thank you. That's gotta be like a sickness or something. You know, you're swimming in the Ohio River and you catch the gutchies. I think that's what it is. I'll tell you that.
My favorite RMU Focus episode was when I did Bobby Mo on the Street and Chris Hubert was there. It was very funny to me, and I loved that.
Who am I here with?
Chris Hubert.
I will probably have to say my favorite Focus memory is when we did the segment with the non-Pittsburgh and Pittsburgh dialect. It just when every time something would happen, Emma would just like do this and just like stare at the camera like this, and I thought that was really funny. So I would say that one.
From this year, I'd probably say the very first episode when Tucci was here, and I was the one that interviewed him. And at the very end, I ignored your stuff in my ear saying, "Wrap it up, we're over." I completely ignored that because I had to get Tucci to sing on the show. So I was like, Tucci, before we go, real quick, can you give us a little musical rendition? He did not do real quick. He gave a whole explanation on what he was about to do and why he sings. And then he sang all of God Bless America. And it was beautiful, heartwarming. It was everything a cinematic masterpiece could be on RMU Focus. So that's my favorite memory.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her.
Well, obviously, Bobby Mo on the Street, but specifically is when I got to Photoshop all those animal heads onto presidents. I love Bobby Mo on the Street because I get to just do whatever I want, and you just let me. And that was the time, I was at my peak during that episode where I just got to Photoshop a dolphin head on Donald Trump. It was the best day of my life.
My favorite moment probably has been working with two of my friends, Mikey and Casey, hosting together. I interviewed Casey the first time I was on, and then the second time I worked with him as well. It was Mikey's first time, so I liked having that experience, walking him through it and everything, and also interviewing Casey that episode. And then we just had fun the second episode with Casey. We did a little whip and nay-nay, which the cameras may or may not have got, but either way, it was most embarrassing and most fun.
I would say my favorite memory from RMU Focus is when I hosted with my friend Taylor, and I said slay on camera, and then the episode we did the day before my birthday, Taylor's media recommendation was happy birthday. So everyone's saying happy birthday, and then our producer, Peyton, screamed happy birthday in my ear, and it was a lot of fun.
So, he's the original Ken, not Ryan Gosling. He was Ken in both of the Toy Story movies.
Slay.
What's yours? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jaden. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Taylor. I really appreciate it.
My favorite memory would have to be every time I'm able to be unserious with my teases and tags. The greatest hits like Schmabby Schmo and the Schmeat. Calling Taylor a higher power, that's all me. I often write them pretty late on Thursday nights with you know, I'm slightly sleep deprived, so I can really just be very silly and unserious, and yeah, I have a lot of fun.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We know what you guys are all here for, and it rhymes with schmommy bow on the schmeat. I'll let you guys decipher whatever.
My favorite memory from RMU Focus was when my associate producer Emma and I got to go on the show on the Ginger episode during St. Patrick's Day. It was a lot of fun. I got to wear a tutu, and it was just a really good show. And I've had a great time producing all semester.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm gonna have to say the host one, because like literally that tried to give me the best experience ever, but it went so bad though. But I appreciate the experience though, and the ending went well, so I will say that.
My favorite memory from RMU Focus was when I produced it my junior year, so last year. Thank you, Kathy.
Thanks, guys. It's been such a pleasure being your AP for Focus this semester. From everyone upstairs in the control room and downstairs on the floor, we just want to say a big thank you for sticking with us all this semester. It's been a pleasure. And happy birthday to Joe Hale.
Yes, our TV engineer, and also happy birthday to Peyton's grandmother, Teresa. We'll see you next year.